Do you believe that your clients should pause activity on Twitter given the risks at the moment posed by the leadership of Mr Musk? Good morning, sir.
Simple answer, Steve, is yes. Actually, there's too much chaos at the minute. There's too much volatility. They're really worried about moderation of content, and of course, there's a worry too about people resources. But doesn't pay to bet against Mr. Musk, as you well know, and I'm sure he'll sort it out in time. But for the moment, I think they should pause.
Why do you think he'll sort it out in time, Sir Martin? As good as he's been at other activities, it's been an absolute pig's ear so far.
Well, it's a little bit unfair, Steve. I mean, it is a platform. It's the world's town hall, and you go there for a lot of the information that you need. It's a platform that tells you what's hot and what's not amongst consumers and people generally. So I think it has tremendous potential. What is it, about 250 million users? The numbers vary depending on who you talk about, maybe 250 million in some statistics. So it's a very strong platform with very strong usage. But, two problems really for him. One is moderation of content. He's agreed to set up a council. We'll see how that operates, similar to Facebook, I guess. So that's one thing. And the second thing is the exit of good people there. I mean, good and bad, presumably, but the exit of people gives him. And the third problem actually probably is the opportunity cost in relation to his other activities, i.e. Tesla and SpaceX. But having said that, if you watch the Elon Musk show on the, dare I say it, the BBC iPlayer, he's a formidable talent, a genius in many people's eyes. So I'm sure he'll get it right.
Right. Martin, as we look at the digital space anyway, it feels as though some heat has come out of the market from Twitter to Facebook, Meta to Snap. What are you seeing in your own books?
Well, I think there has to be a bit of balance in the reporting, Karen. The first thing is that Alphabet actually had quite a strong third quarter. Search was up 11%. People get a bit confused between reported dollars and actual. And when you look at YouTube, actually it was a little bit more positive when you look at it in constant currency. And I think next year the analysts are forecasting for all the major platforms, the top 8 that we follow, growth of around 10% for next year. So it's not all bad news against about a similar level for this year. Meta, obviously, at 115 billion this year versus 115 last year, will be flat. Google will be about 225 billion this year in ad revenues versus 205 last year. Amazon up to 41 billion this year versus 31. And TikTok, of course, the numbers are a little bit fuzzy, but if I take the FT's reporting, TikTok was probably doubling this year from 5 to 10 billion outside China. ByteDance as a whole is generating about 60 billion in revenues and maybe next year 90 billion. So it's not all doom and gloom, Karen. I think when you actually look at the specific numbers, people focus a lot on Twitter, which is 4.5 billion a year, or was, for the current problems. And then they look at Snap at around 5.5 billion as well. So what we're seeing really is the underlying growth continues to be there in the platforms.